Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles and welcome back to a new episode of City Skylines. This is our no highway city and it's doing quite well actually. So if you're new to my channel and you don't know what I do Let's Plays, tutorials, tips, tricks on City Skylines. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, and share. So in today's episode, we're going to do a city center. So I did hear your comments because I always ask for them. And you guys wanted me to do a couple of things with the lake. So off camera, I did just that, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump in and show you. Okay, so here we are in our no highway city, and here is our lake in the middle of our big city park. And a couple of you asked me for a couple of different things. So one of you asked me for a beachfront. I did that so they can hang out. It's pretty nice. Let's take the bottom off there. And yeah, I did a little beachfront. I did the island. That was another suggestion. I did bridges in several different places. I took away some of the piers and added, we didn't have paddle boats like suggested, but I did do the little tour, and over in this area we did the jet skis. So I did implement everything you guys asked for. I think I did everything you guys asked for. And in the middle we have the botanical gardens, the yoga garden, the carousel, and a playground. So I hope you like it. I just wanted to do something special for you guys because you guys are great. You always give me the best comments, and I hope I did it justice. So anyway, let's go ahead. Let's turn around to this side. So also, I want to tell you, I put a district on here because we did have a fire. As you can see, we're lacking trees over in this area, and that is because things burnt down because we didn't have any fire safety. So I'm going to add some more trees, and I did put in a helicopter depot right over in here. Alright, so in this area over here, we're going to start a little city center. So we're going to do town hall and some district buildings and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so here we are, and my plans are to put a city center right in here. Nothing too crazy large. I mean, this is a big space. But yeah, I think let's go ahead and get started. So what I'm planning on doing is I want to put our, sorry if I moved the mic, I want to put our city hall up in here. So let's go ahead and let's just see if we can build a little tiny hill, nothing crazy, and that's the wrong way. There we go. And let's just pull something not too high, something around that level. Let's delete this road in here. Alright, so that should be good. Now you can use your terrain with your roads, so you can see where we'll come up to get that height. So we can come in by one if we want and then come down. Now hopefully that's a lot smoother, not so steep. So let's go into our buildings. Let's grab City Hall. Let's just plop that right down in the middle, and yeah, that looks pretty good. Now, I'm not exactly sure what kind of roads we're going to use. It's not going to matter too much, so they can be kind of fancy looking just to make it look nicer, because I'm not connecting these to the roads. What I may do is put a tram from here. In fact, maybe this should line up perfect, and then this should line up perfect for a tram without the road. So if we go from here, let's go to trams. There we go. We get the tram track. We could just put that right up to there for now. We're not going to connect it just yet. Oh, actually we could connect it. Not thinking. Because then we could put in our tram roads. Alright, so let's upgrade. And we'll leave that for now. In the middle, I want a nice wide, maybe tree-lined road coming up. Alright, let's go back to our unique buildings. Got a few things I want to use. I want to use the winter market. It's the old Market Street. Now I did want to use this somewhere in here. I was even thinking if we took this road out and put this right down the center. Now we'd have to line this up pretty perfectly. And that looks pretty good. Let's check that out. That could work right there like that. And as they're walking through, they could see the city center up on the little hill there. And I think that looks really nice, actually. So let's go ahead and see. I really would like this to move back really close to here. So with that said, let's go ahead and move it. Let's move it back to that road. Connects really well. And these buildings sit pretty close. So that connects to there. Let's go in and move the hypermarket back, or the winter market, sorry. Let's come back into here. Let's delete this, this, and this. Let's come into that 2-lane with the trees again and go straight. Now, if we come over here, we'll just come into here like that. Do the same thing here. And then we'll attach the tram roads back up. So we'll have something like this. Next, what I think we'll do is let's come in with our roads. The one with the trees. Let's get super close to this. And I think that's the closest we're gonna get. Depending on whether this is absolutely perfectly centered. Let's grab the rural road. Let's go up and attach it there. And as you can see, that's off just a little bit. So we're just going to move this to get this perfectly centered there. That's perfect. All right, so now we can delete this rural road right here. And let's go ahead. I'll add a couple of more roads and I'll be right back. Alright, so that looks pretty good to me. Let's go into our, right here, the government offices. And this is quite large as well. So let's put this guy kind of centered in there. And that kind of goes really nicely. So I'm thinking, let's go and try to put these taller buildings. I think this one is the city office building. Then we have the district office and the local registry office. That's pretty tall. Then we have the district office. So we just use the registry, the local registry, and the city office. And then we have the small office building. So we could use that. So let's take a look at what we have. So let's come in. I think we can move this guy. Let's use move it. It's just easier. We'll move him down just to about there. We'll move him in just a little bit as well. This guy we might move out to about there. And this one will move out as well. Let's click off and move it. Yeah, I kind of like the way that's situated. You can see it really nicely. Now let's take a look, because I did want to put in a hotel probably the downtown hotel. This is a bit on the smaller side as far as the squareness goes. Let's get out of there. But it's pretty tall, so that looks good. There was the tax office. There it is. And this tax office is not too tall, but it does fit nicely in there. So I feel like this is blocking the tax office from our view. Maybe we can relocate him down around here because the winter market is definitely shorter, and I think that fits in really nicely. So I still feel like we need something here and maybe something small here. I think we need to move this guy a little more center. He's a little off there. I think that's a little bit better. Let's go into our unique buildings. All right, so we have this courthouse. Now, depending on his size, he's quite large. I think he would actually fit nicely back in here. Yeah, I think he fits really nice right there. Let's go back in. The theater. That was something I wanted to put in here as well. I could put that right there. And I think he needs to come down just a little bit. He gets kind of hidden. And if we could kind of see him through the other buildings, that would definitely be better. Yeah, definitely. I like that. Let me hop back in. I know we have a lot of unique buildings with a lot of upkeep, but we're making a lot of money considering. So I think that oppression office actually looks pretty nice in there as well. I mean, if you look at it, it just fits in there really nicely. What I'm thinking now is, I think this is quite full. I think we're going to move this guy down to the center, just like that. And I think that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to grab one last thing. And that is the fantastic fountain. And I'm just going to pop that right there. Now, it's not quite center. I'm going to move that just a little bit. And that looks pretty good right there. So we got this fantastic fountain, and we can walk straight up this middle. And I think that looks really good. So I'll be right back. I'm going to decorate, then we'll hook up our trams, and then we'll run it for a little while and see how it looks. Alright, so I think that looks pretty good. Maybe eventually we'll fill in these big squares with some kind of park or something. I'm not sure yet. And even up in here we could put in maybe a couple of some colorful trees, something bright. Let's see what we have. These are kind of small. The reason why I really love, I'm not gonna lie, these trees are beautiful. But when you zoom out, they lose their intensity. But I think we'll put a couple of these in. They look so pretty. Alright, I think that looks better. Alright, so now let's take a nice look at it. Let's see what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. I really like this area. I think it came out really nice. I think it'll get used, and let's go ahead and run the trams. So once we do that, we'll turn on the game and get them some electric, because I know they're going to need that, and we'll just see how it runs and take a nice look at it, and maybe a tram ride. Okay, so I think that'll work. Let's go ahead, get out of here, run the game. Let's just do a little 3-speed because I know it's going to need water and electric. So let's go ahead and grab the electric really quickly. We'll bring it down to the edge of this road and then come across. Okay. And water we have, yep. And I honestly think we're going to need electric soon. Let's take a look at that really quick. Yeah, we're pretty low. Let's go ahead and put in a bit of electric so we don't have to worry about that for a little while. And I think we'll do the geothermal right over in here. A lot of clean energy. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look. Let's run it a little bit on fast forward. Let's see if we got some people taking... Oh yeah, we got some people. Not many, just one. Alright, let's get up to... Oh, City Hall doesn't have electric. So let's go ahead and get him some electric. In fact, let's just jump in. We'll grab this little earthquake sensor, put it right in the middle here. It's not going to look pretty, but we'll get him some electric. No power lines. That'll be good. So our trams are running perfectly. We have no roads that are connected. Oh yeah, we don't. Okay. At first I thought we did. Okay, we don't. No roads connected. So you're not going to see a lot of cars. In fact, let's take a look at our traffic. We're at 88%. And most of our traffic is either industry, down in here, because of the trucks and everything, or trams. So, because we don't have there's no cars. Our city is running on no cars. So, I mean, you can't beat it. I mean, look at it. The traffic at 88, 85%. Super good. Let's jump on one of the trams. I think this one's coming in soon. And guys, if you like my content, you want to see more, hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.